Hi, Nadine and Robert.
Hi.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for taking time to have this short interview with us. It's very important. And it was a pleasure for me to be part of your surrogacy journey. You are just great parents. It was a pleasure work with you. So we often want to have this interview from our clients because they people they more trust you as you went through this process rather than us. So I have a few questions for you. You just received confirmation from the embassy that you will get passport. I hope it will be on Monday. You have all documents already, right?
Yes.
So can you please share what process entitled and how long it took?
The process to
Yes.
receive the passport, everything went very smooth and very fast. We are very happy about that. One day after we've been discharged from the hospital where we stayed 2 nights, after his birth, we went with you to pick up his birth certificate. And afterwards, I think everything was done by you, Oksana, translation and apostilles. And then we had just to wait to receive the documents from Olga. Yeah.
Everything worked in the background. We didn't had to do anything. So yeah, it was very comfy for us. So, thank you, Oksana.
Yeah, you're welcome. Please tell us about your son's name you choose for him. Was it your decision?
We had 2 names, and Louis actually was my favorite name because I think it's my favorite name for boys. It's always. We have a very old-fashioned German name, which is similar. It's Alois, and I always loved my old patients when their name was Alois. They were always nice grandpas, and because Louis is a bit more modern, I opted for Louis.
And Raphael, we said it matches good.
Yes.
It sounds good. We like it. Yeah.
Yes, so the combination.
Would you describe your stay in Lviv during this time? Like, I mean, when you were waiting for your son to be born, and now after he is born.
It was.
We arrived very early, so you told us it's not necessary, but as we are in this lucky situation that I could work from here, it was for us. No matter to stay here, it was better for us to stay here instead of Germany because, we couldn't.
We don't want to miss.
Yeah, we don't want to miss, and couldn't relax there. And Lviv is such a beautiful city, so we enjoyed it very, very much. With him and also before he was born, we had a great stay here.
Yeah, there are so many beautiful places to see, so many nice restaurants and shops. And to be honest, before we were a bit nervous about our stay here in Lviv because we didn't know what to expect. But in the end, everything was very comfortable and very positive.
What here in Ukraine has surprised you? What have you liked?
I think it's more Western than I saw before. So to be honest, it's very, very Western, and it's just a language, to be honest. But the buildings are here. The architecture is very, very beautiful. It reminds to Prague or to Vienna, and I think this was a big surprise, to be honest.
Many people who come from Europe, they feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
Especially here. Yes. Would you share your thoughts and feelings when you first saw your son?
Wow. It's a very difficult question because there's almost no words to describe this this feeling when they enter with your son and you see his face and little fingers, and it's just so much love and happiness and gratitude that everything went so good. And
Exactly on point.
Would you share concerns or worries you might have had before you start the surrogacy journey?
I'm a person who has always trust issue, to be honest. Also, from my work, I'm also always thinking about the worst case scenarios. And also, I can imagine that some people are avoid of some agencies because there are some big ones and you always concentrate on them. But we especially said, no, let us be in some more familiar place and familiar agency that could be better. And yeah, I think if I'm unsure, I have always to investigate and read in the internet, and that's the best thing that you can do. And like you said at the beginning of the interview, some people who made this journey can much more be more trustful than you as an agent. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think one big concern of everyone is if you don't have your child with you, you are always afraid. How is everything going? If you get all the information, but we always felt that we are updated super quickly the same day that there were any examinations. We got the results and the pictures from you, so we always felt like being part of the journey and not left aside.
That's good.
There was
our mission. Yes.
There was no question that took more than I think 12 hours that you answered for us. So yeah,
Do you remember how long it took to be matched with your surrogate?
I think 1 or 2 days. It was
it was
super fast.
Super fast.
I remember that you immediately said you have someone in mind. For us.
Yes. Was there a successful pregnancy on the first transfer?
Yes, we were very lucky.
Sorry, Live, but I have to check. We had our first call on the 3rd April last year. Then Nadine got her milestone.
Yeah, we created our own embryos.
So it was on the 31st May. So then we told you the results on the 6th, and on the 21st they was picked up by Atrium. So they picked them up on 21st June, and on the 23rd we got our first meeting with Marina. So 2 days.
Yes.
What for each of you were the most memorable moments in your surrogacy journey?
Yeah.
Meeting Marina for sure for the first time was a very important day.
And I know Robert, you told yesterday.
Yeah, that's
Nadine told you.
Yeah, that was on the 5th July when I was ill on the couch, and Nadine came back from work with a package and told me that Marina is pregnant. So it was an amazing moment. Also, I will never forget our first call with you and Susan. It was very nice. So this meeting was very important for me personally because I got directly a very comfy feeling with delivering dreams. Yeah.
Thank you. Were you able to communicate with your surrogate during your pregnancy?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Can you tell us shortly your interaction with your surrogate?
We had a Viber group created by you with her and Robert and me and you, and we were always able to communicate with her in our language, which is translated by the Viber app to Ukrainian. We were able to send pictures to each other. Yeah, that was very important for us and very nice.
What were the reasons that you made to choose delivering dreams over others?
I had a lot of criteria that were important to me, and to be honest, Delivering Dreams was the only agency that filled them all. We were searching for an agency where we are allowed to communicate with our surrogate, where we are able to stay immediately with our child in the hospital, so we have not to leave him alone after he's born. We wanted
fair treatment for our surrogate mother.
Yes.
So that was also very important for us.
Yes, and the location, to be honest, was also important. We prefer to only have to go to Lviv instead of going to Kiev.
Yeah. Thank you. How did you feel a delirium dream handles issues, safety, and medical care of your surrogate and child as a result of the war?
Perfectly. I didn't feel any issues about it. I was very surprised in a positive way about the hospital and the doctors there. And also during the pregnancy, we felt that Marina is getting always the care that she needs, and all examinations are done perfectly in time.
And when she had some issues, it was directly
communicated and treated.
Also with us, what is also very important for the intended parents. Yeah, and to add, we met Marina now afterwards, and we also asked her how was your experience, and if a person answers directly immediately with everything is perfect, so that will say everything about delivering dreams. So yeah, it was a very good choice.
Would you recommend someone wanting to do surrogacy to work with delivering dreams, and why?
100%.
100%, yes. Also, when we are thinking maybe in the future to do a sibling journey, there would be no question to come back to you and Susan, because it's the perfect team.
Yeah. Thank you. What advice would you share with other couples struggling with infertility and thinking about surrogacy?
Yeah, it's a hard decision. It's so everybody has to decide it by themselves. It's also a matter of money. So but it's the most wonderful thing. So yeah.
Yeah, get all the information, talk to other people that have went through this process.
There are also a lot of groups and forums, so just inform yourself, just make pros and cons like I or we did, and yeah.
For us there was no other option, so there was no question about to do it or not to do it.
Thank you for your clear and honest answers. It was, as I said, it was a real pleasure to work with you. You are like in my heart. You was like part of my family. And I will really miss you. I hope we will stay in contact with you further, and you will keep sending photos how Louis is growing up, as we always like to see how our, like we call them, the babies growing up. And it's always nice to see, and I'm sure he will grow up very nice and kind person, as he already has a very nice and the best parents he could have.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.